Major Vance Holloway, NORAD Command Center, Cheyenne Mountain Complex, Colorado Springs, October 28th, 2025. Time is 04:17 Zulu. That's 9:17 p.m. Mountain Time for anyone listening to this who doesn't speak military. I'm recording this. Official protocol violation. Don't care. Someone needs to know what actually happened here tonight. Not the official story. Not whatever they're going to tell the public. The truth. This is going into the black box recorder system. Auto backup to 3 separate servers. If you're hearing this, I'm probably dead. We're all probably dead. But someone needs to know. Alert came in 6 minutes ago. 0411 Zulu. DSP satellites detected multiple infrared signatures. That's Defense Support Program. Early warning satellites. They watch for missile launches. Thermal blooms. Heat signatures from rocket engines. The board lit up. 17 signatures. High confidence. Launch origins traced to Russian ICBM fields. Domborovsky, Kozlsk, Tadashchivo. Strategic Rocket Forces sites. The real deal. I'm sitting at my station right now. Threat Assessment Console. 47 personnel on duty in this command center. Night shift. Quiet shift usually. Not tonight. Lieutenant Brennan called it out first. His screen. Quote, multiple infrared events detected. High confidence launch signatures. Initiating threat correlation. End quote. Professional. Calm. Trained for this exact scenario. Except we've trained for this scenario 200 times. Drills. Exercises. War games. It's always been a drill. Always. The authentication codes came through. Proper format. Proper encryption. Proper verification. I checked them 3 times. 3 times. They're legitimate. 17 missiles inbound. Trajectory analysis running. Computers calculating impact points. Time to impact. The numbers are coming up on my screen right now. Washington, D.C., New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, Philadelphia, Phoenix, San Antonio, San Diego, Dallas, Austin, Jacksonville, Fort Worth, Columbus, San Francisco, Charlotte, Denver. My wife Audrey is in Denver, 70 miles from here. We live in Lakewood, western suburb. She's home right now. Tuesday night. She's probably watching TV. Maybe reading. She likes to read before bed. Mystery novels. Always mystery novels. Denver is on the target list. I'm looking at it. Impact probability 93%. Estimated yield 500 kiloton airburst. Optimal height of burst for maximum urban destruction. 70 miles from here to Denver. I'm inside Cheyenne Mountain. 2,000 feet of granite above my head. Blast doors that weigh 25 tons each. Filtered air. Independent power. Built to survive a direct hit from a 20 megaton warhead. Audrey is in our house. Wood frame construction. 1970s ranch. Nice yard. 2-car garage. Not built to survive anything. Time to impact. The computer's giving me 31 minutes. 31 minutes from now, Denver is gone. Audrey is gone. 2.9 million people are gone. I need to focus. Professional documentation. That's what I'm trained for. Colonel Pemberton is on the command phone right now. Hotline to the Pentagon. National Military Command Center. He's reading off the threat assessment. I can hear him. Quote, confirmed high confidence detection. 17 inbound ICBMs. Russian origin. Multiple urban targets. Time to impact 30 minutes. Request authorization for response protocols. End quote. The response is going to be launch. That's what response protocols means. We launch. Full retaliation. Strategic nuclear response. Mutual assured destruction. That's not a theory anymore. That's happening in the next 10 minutes. I need to call Audrey. I'm looking at my phone right now. Personal cell phone. Not supposed to have it at my station. Everyone has one. Against regulations. Don't care. I'm dialing. It's ringing. She's not answering. It's 9:17 p.m. She should be home. She's always home Tuesday nights. Ringing. Voicemail. Quote, hi, this is Audrey. I can't come to the phone right now. Leave a message. End quote. Her voice. Cheerful. Recorded 3 years ago. Same greeting. I can't leave a message. What do I say? Honey, nuclear missiles are inbound. You have 30 minutes. I love you. What good does that do? Hanging up. Trying again. Ringing. Come on. Come on, Audrey. Pick up. Pick up the phone. Voicemail again. Okay. Okay. She might be in the shower. She might have her phone on silent. She might be in the basement doing laundry. 70 miles away. I can't reach her. Can't warn her. Can't do anything. Lieutenant Brennan is talking. His voice is different now. Not calm. Strained. Quote, Colonel, we have a problem. DSP-6 and DSP-7 just went offline. Lost telemetry. End quote. Colonel Pemberton. Quote, confirm that. End quote. Brennan. Quote, confirmed, sir. DSP-6 and 7 both showing no signal. Network disruption. Could be jamming. Could be. Sir, I'm showing cascading failures across the satellite network. DSP-8 just dropped. 9 is intermittent. End quote. I'm checking my feeds. He's right. The satellite network is failing. One by one. Real time. I'm watching it happen. This isn't right. Russian strike doesn't take out our early warning satellites. They target cities, military installations, command centers. They don't have time to methodically kill our satellite network during a first strike. No strategic value. You launch everything at once. Overwhelming strike. You don't waste time on individual satellites. Colonel Pemberton. Quote, Holloway, what's your assessment? End quote. He's asking me. Threat assessment is my specialty. 12 years with NORAD. 8 years in this exact chair. I know these systems better than anyone on night shift. I'm looking at the data. The original 17 infrared signatures. They're still there, archived in the system, but I can't verify them anymore. The satellites that detected them are offline. Quote, sir, I need a minute. Something's not adding up. End quote. Pemberton. Quote, you have 30 seconds. Pentagon is asking for launch recommendation. End quote. Launch recommendation. That's what I'm here to provide. Professional assessment. Is this real or is it a false alarm? Real means we launch. False alarm means we don't. Get it wrong either way and millions die. I'm pulling up the raw telemetry data. The original detections. DSP-6 was first. 17 thermal blooms. High confidence. Correlation matched known ICBM signatures. But DSP-6 went offline 4 minutes after initial detection. That's not random jamming. That's not Russian attack. That's too precise. Too targeted. I'm checking the other satellites. DSP-7 went offline 2 minutes after DSP-6. DSP-8 1 minute after 7. Perfect sequence. Cascading failure. Not random. Deliberate. Quote, sir, I'm seeing a pattern. The satellite failures are sequential. Too precise for combat damage or random malfunction. This looks like a system attack. End quote. Pemberton. Quote, explain. End quote. Quote, sir, someone is taking down our early warning network. One satellite at a time. After the missiles were allegedly detected. That's backwards. If Russia launches, they don't care about our satellites. They're already committed. No reason to methodically kill our detection network after launching. Unless, end quote, I'm stopping. Because I'm understanding what this is. Colonel Pemberton. Quote, unless what, Major? End quote. Quote, unless the detection was false. Unless someone injected false data into the satellite feeds. Made us think missiles were launched. Then killed the satellites to cover the evidence. Sir, I think this is a cyber attack. I think someone spoofed our early warning system. End quote. Silence in the command center. Everyone heard that. 47 people just heard me say the missile detection might be fake. Pemberton. Quote, you're saying those 17 missiles don't exist? End quote. Quote, sir, I'm saying I can't verify they exist anymore. The satellites that detected them are all offline. Conveniently offline. I have archived data showing detections, but I have no real-time confirmation. No secondary sensors. No additional verification. Just the original detection from satellites that are now dead. That's exactly what a spoofing attack would look like. End quote. The command phone is buzzing. Pemberton picks it up. Pentagon again. I can't hear what they're saying. Just his responses. Quote, yes, sir. Understood, sir. Major Holloway has raised concerns about data integrity. Possible cyber attack. No, sir. No secondary confirmation. Correct, sir. Launch authority remains with the President. Yes, sir. End quote. He hangs up. Looks at me. Quote, Holloway. Pentagon says the President has been briefed. Authentication codes are valid. Detections are high confidence. We have 26 minutes to impact. They're asking for final threat assessment from this facility. Yes or no? Are those missiles real? End quote. 26 minutes. Audrey has 26 minutes. If the missiles are real, if they're not real, if this is a false alarm, and we launch, we start a nuclear war based on fake data. We kill millions, billions. We end the world. Because of a computer glitch. Because someone hacked the system. Quote, Sir, I need to run verification protocols. Cross-check with other sensors. Ground-based radar. Spurs satellites. Anything still online. Give me 5 minutes. End quote. Pemberton. Quote, You have 3. Pentagon is pushing for immediate launch authorization. The President needs our assessment. 3 minutes. End quote. I'm typing. Fast. Pulling up every sensor feed we have. Ground-based radar stations. Pave pause on the coasts. They should see inbound missiles by now. Flight time. Trajectory. Nothing. Peopouts shows nolling. Clear skies. No inbound contacts. That's wrong. If 17 ICBMs launched 18 minutes ago, Pave pause should see them. Should have multiple radar tracks. Solid contacts. They're designed exactly for this. I'm checking Spurs. Space-based infrared system. Newer satellites. Different network from DSP. They should have independent detection. Spurs shows. Nothing. No launches. No infrared events. Clear boards. 2 separate systems. Both showing no missiles. But DSP showed 17 launches. DSP is now offline. Conveniently. Quote, Sir, Pave pause and Spurs both show negative contact. No inbound missiles detected. Ground radar is clear. Only DSP showed launches, and DSP is now offline. Sir, I'm increasing confidence this is a false alarm. Cyber attack. Someone spoofed the DSP network. End quote. Lieutenant Brennan. Quote, Major, I'm showing network intrusion alerts. Retroactive flags. Security software just identified unauthorized access to DSP ground stations. Multiple penetration points. This is a confirmed cyber attack. End quote. There it is. Confirmed. Someone hacked our early warning system. Made us think Russia launched. Killed the satellites to hide the evidence. We almost launched. We're about to launch. Based on fake data. Colonel Pemberton is on the command phone again. Quote, NMCC, this is NORAD command. We have confirmed cyber attack on DSP network. Original detections are suspect. Pave pause and Spurs show negative contact. No inbound missiles detected. Recommendation is stand down. Repeat, recommendation is stand down. This is a false alarm. End quote. I can hear shouting on the other end. Muffled. Pemberton's face. He's listening. Not talking. Just listening. Then he says, quote, Understood, sir. Yes, sir. I will inform my staff. End quote. He hangs up. Looks at the room. Quote, Pentagon confirms. Russia reports no launches. Hotline communication established. They're asking what the hell is going on. Our ambassador is in contact with Moscow. They're as confused as we are. This was a false alarm. Cyber attack. Someone tried to start a nuclear war. End quote. The room. Silence. Absolute silence. 47 people just heard that. We almost launched. Almost ended the world. Based on fake data. I'm shaking. I can feel it. Hands shaking. Adrenaline. Terror. Relief. All at once. Audrey. Audrey is alive. Denver is safe. She's home. She never knew. 70 miles away. Watching TV. Reading her mystery novel. She has no idea. I'm trying to call again. Hands shaking so bad I can barely hold the phone. Ringing. She picks up. Quote, Vance? Honey, it's late. Is everything okay? End quote. Her voice. Alive. Concerned. Wondering why I'm calling at 9:23 p.m. on a Tuesday. I can't tell her. What do I say? I almost died? The world almost ended? You were 30 minutes from nuclear fire? Quote, I'm fine. Just wanted to hear your voice. Long shift. I'll be home tomorrow. I love you. End quote. Quote, I love you too. Get some sleep, honey. You sound exhausted. End quote. She hangs up. She doesn't know. She'll never know. How close? 24 minutes to impact. If the missiles had been real. 24 minutes left. But they weren't real. Fake detection. Cyber attack. Someone tried. Someone actually tried to start nuclear war with a computer hack. Colonel Pemberton is making announcements. Quote, all stations stand down from alert status. Secure all systems. Begin incident investigation protocols. Nobody leaves until we understand what happened. This facility is now in lockdown. End quote. Lockdown. Standard procedure. Security investigation. We're going to be here for days. Forensic analysis. Finding out who did this. How they did it. I'm documenting this because we almost launched. I checked the timeline. Pentagon was 30 seconds from giving launch authorization when Brennan found the network intrusion. 30 seconds. If he'd been 1 minute slower. If I hadn't noticed the pattern. If PAVE pause hadn't been clear. We would have launched. Full retaliation. Strategic nuclear response. 5,000 warheads. Russian detection systems would have seen our launches. They would have launched. Real launches. Real war. The world almost ended. Because of a cyber attack. Because someone wanted it to end. That's what this was. Not an accident. Not a glitch. Deliberate attack. Someone tried to trick us into starting Armageddon. Who does that? Who has that capability? Russia wouldn't hack our satellites to make us think they launched. They'd just launch. China? Maybe. But why? What's the strategic value? Non-state actor? Terrorist group? Do they have that sophistication? I don't know. Above my clearance. Above my job. But someone tried. And almost succeeded. 0441 Zulu. 24 minutes since the false alarm. We're still in lockdown. Colonel Pemberton has cybersecurity teams swarming the facility. Military police at every door. Nobody in. Nobody out. I'm at my station. Running diagnostic protocols. Looking for the intrusion point. How they got in. How they spoofed 17 missile launches. How they killed 6 satellites. Lieutenant Brennan is working the network logs. Tracking data flows. Access points. He's good at this. Better than me. Digital forensics. That's his specialty. I'm running through the timeline. The detections. 0411 Zulu. First infrared signature. DSP-6. Russian ICBM field Dombrovsky. High confidence. Then 16 more. 17 total. Perfect spacing. Perfect signatures. Too perfect. Real missile launches aren't perfect. There's variation. Timing. Thermal signatures. Individual missiles have individual characteristics. Engine performance. Burn rate. These detections. They're identical. Copy-paste. Same signature 17 times. I missed that. In the moment. In the panic. I didn't notice. But now, looking at archived data, it's obvious. Someone created a template. One fake missile launch. Copied it 17 times. Played it into our satellite feeds. Quote, Brennan, I'm seeing identical thermal signatures. All 17 missiles. Exact match. That's not possible with real launches. End quote. He's checking. His screen. Quote, confirmed. Statistical analysis shows 0 variation. Probability of that occurring naturally is, it's effectively impossible. These were definitely injected. Someone fed us fake data. End quote. Someone. That's the question. Who? The command phone rings. Pemberton answers. Listens. His face changes. Gets pale. He's not talking. Just listening. For 3 minutes. Just listening. Then. Quote, understood, sir. I'll inform my staff. Yes, sir. Classified. Yes, sir. End quote. He hangs up. Looks at me. At Brennan. At the senior staff in the room. Quote, what I'm about to tell you is classified top secret. You do not discuss this outside this facility. You do not discuss this with personnel below your clearance level. Is that understood? End quote. Everyone nods. 47 people just got read into something. Pemberton continues. Quote, Pentagon has preliminary findings. The cyber attack. It originated from inside the United States. Domestic source. The intrusion came through a contractor network. Defense contractor with satellite ground station access. Someone inside that contractor network injected the false data. End quote. Inside the United States. Domestic. Not Russia. Not China. Not foreign adversary. Someone here. American. Quote, sir, which contractor? End quote. That's me asking. Pemberton. Quote, classified. But the investigation is expanding. FBI. DHS. Cyber Command. They're tracking the intrusion backwards. Finding the source. End quote. An American tried to start nuclear war. That's what he's saying. An American with access to defense contractor networks. With knowledge of our satellite systems. With the technical capability to spoof infrared signatures. To kill satellites. To make it look like Russia launched. Why? What possible reason? I'm thinking through this. Talking out loud. Helps me process. Quote, okay, let me work through this. Someone domestic. Defense contractor access. They inject false missile detections. Make us think Russia launched. We see 17 ICBMs inbound. High confidence. Multiple cities targeted. Including Denver. Including Washington. We have 30 minutes. What do? We launch. Full retaliation. Russia sees our launches. Real launches. They launch back. Real war. Everyone dies. End quote. Brennan. Quote, that's the goal. They wanted us to launch. Wanted to trigger real war. End quote. Quote, but why? What do they gain? They die too. Everyone dies in nuclear war. There's no winning. No surviving. Just mutual assured destruction. That's the whole point of MAD. Nobody launches because everyone loses. So why would someone want to trigger it? End quote. Pemberton. Quote, Pentagon's asking the same question. Current theory. Ideological extremist. Someone who believes nuclear war is inevitable. Wants to control the timing. Accelerationist thinking. Or, end quote, he stops. Doesn't finish. Quote, or what, sir? End quote. Quote, or someone who has shelter. Who thinks they can survive. Who wants to reset civilization. Rebuild from ashes. There are groups. Extremist groups. Doomsday preppers. Some of them believe nuclear war is necessary. Cleansing. They've built bunkers. Stockpiled supplies. They think they'll inherit the earth after everyone else dies. End quote. That's insane. Even with bunkers. Nuclear winter. Radiation. Ecological collapse. Nobody survives. Not really. Not long term. But someone believed it. Someone tried. My phone is buzzing. Text message. From a number I don't recognize. I shouldn't look. Middle of incident investigation. But, I'm looking. The message says, quote, Major Holloway. You stopped it this time. You won't stop it next time. The system is compromised. Trust nothing. End quote. What? What the hell? Quote, Colonel. Sir, I just received a text. Threatening message. About the attack. End quote. I'm showing him my phone. He reads it. His face goes pale again. Quote, Brennan, trace this number. Now. And get MP to Major Holloway. Personal security detail. Now. End quote. Military police are moving. 2 MPs coming to my station. They're standing next to me. Armed. Alert. Brennan is typing. Fast. Quote, number is spoofed. Routing through multiple proxies. International servers. Dark web architecture. I can't trace it. Not quickly. This person knows what they're doing. End quote. The person who sent this. They know I was the one who identified the false alarm. They know my name. My phone number. They're watching. Somehow. Monitoring. Quote, sir, if they're watching. If they know what happened here tonight. They have access. Current access. Real time. They're inside our networks. Right now. End quote. Pemberton. Quote, full network lockdown. Disconnect external connections. Isolate internal systems. Move to DEFCON 3 protocols. Cyber defense posture maximum. Do it. Now. End quote. The room erupts. People moving. Typing. Executing orders. DEFCON 3. Defense Readiness Condition 3. Increased force readiness. Air Force ready to mobilize in 15 minutes. My phone buzzes again. Same number. Quote, DEFCON 3 won't help. I'm already inside. Have been for months. Your systems are mine. Watch. End quote. Then, the displays. All of them. Every screen in the command center. They go black. Simultaneous. All 47 workstations. Dead. Somebody in the room screams. Panic. We just lost our entire display network. In the middle of a crisis. After someone texted me saying they control our systems. Emergency lighting kicks in. Red. The room is bathed in red emergency lights. Backup power. Systems are rebooting. Slowly. Pemberton is on the command phone. Quote, NMCC, this is NORAD command. We just lost our entire display network. Possible continued cyber attack. Request immediate STRATCOM assistance. End quote. My workstation is coming back online. Boot sequence. Windows loading. Login screen. But there's something else. A window. Opened automatically. Text file. On my screen. I'm reading it. Quote, Major Holloway. You are reading this because you identified the false alarm. You prevented the launch. Good work. But understand, this was a test. A proof of concept. I can trigger false detections whenever I choose. I can make you think Russia launched. China launched. North Korea launched. I control your early warning system. I control your decision timeline. Next time, you won't have pave pause. You won't have spurs. You won't have verification. You'll have 17 missiles inbound in 30 minutes to decide. And you'll launch. Because you'll have no choice. Because I'll make it perfect. See you soon. End quote. The file disappears. Deleted remotely. While I'm reading it. Gone. I need to report this. But who do I report to? If this person controls our systems. If they're inside our networks. Monitoring everything. They'll know. They'll know I reported. They'll know everything we do. Quote, Colonel. The message. On my screen. They're threatening another attack. They're saying next time will be different. Next time we won't be able to verify. End quote. Pemberton looks like he's aged 10 years in 10 minutes. Quote, screenshot that message. Print it. Physical copy. Then wipe your workstation. Full secure erase. Everyone. Wipe your systems. We're going to manual operations. Paper logs. Verbal communication. Until Cyber Command can sweep this entire facility. End quote. Manual operations. We're the most advanced military command center in the world. 2,000 feet inside a mountain. Billions of dollars in technology. And we're going to paper logs. Because someone hacked us. Someone inside our country. With our technology. Using our systems against us. I'm thinking about Audrey. 70 miles away. Safe tonight. But next time. This person is promising a next time. And next time. What if I don't figure it out? What if the false alarm is perfect? What if we launch? Quote, Sir, we need to tell the president. We need to tell STRATCOM. This threat, it's credible. They demonstrated capability tonight. They'll do it again. End quote. Pemberton. Quote, Pentagon's already briefing the president. National Security Council is convening. Emergency session. This is bigger than us, Holloway. This is national security crisis. Maybe global. If someone can spoof our early warning, make us think we're under attack, they can trigger war whenever they want. That's the ultimate terrorism. Nuclear terrorism without needing actual nuclear weapons. Just make us destroy ourselves. End quote. He's right. Whoever this is, they don't need missiles, don't need warheads, don't need fissile material. They just need access to our computer systems, our satellites, our detection networks. Make us think we're under attack. Watch us launch. Watch us end the world. And they're promising to do it again. My phone. One more text. Same number. Quote, Major. Last message. For now, you should go home to Audrey. Spend time with her. While you can. Clock is ticking. Days. Weeks. Months. I haven't decided yet. But it's coming. And you won't stop it next time. Nobody will. Goodbye, Major Holloway. End quote. They know about Audrey. They know her name. They know where I live. They know everything. I'm looking at Colonel Pemberton. Quote, Sir, they know about my wife. They just threatened her. By name. End quote. Pemberton. Quote, MPs. Get Major Holloway's family into protective custody. Now. Full security detail. Move them to secure location. Do it. End quote. This is happening. Audrey's going to have armed guards. Going to be moved to safe house. Because I identified a false alarm. Because I stopped nuclear war. And now someone's targeting me. Targeting her. The command phone. Ringing. Pemberton answers. Listens. Says one word. Quote when. End quote. Listens more. Quote how many. End quote. His face. Oh God, his face. He hangs up. Looks at the room. Quote, everyone. Listen. Moscow just reported. Their early warning satellites detected launches. American launches. 23 ICBMs. Targeting Russian cities. They're asking what the hell we're doing. End quote. No. No, 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 no. Quote, sir, we didn't launch. We stood down. This facility didn't authorize any launches. End quote. Pemberton. Quote, I know we didn't launch, Major. But Russia's satellites are telling them we did. Their detection system just showed American first strike. Exact same attack. Exact same method. Fake detections. Someone just did to Russia what they did to us. End quote. Oh God. Oh God. If Russia thinks we launched. If their systems are showing American missiles inbound. They're going to launch. Real launches. At us. At Europe. At everyone. The retaliation. The real retaliation. Is coming. I'm grabbing my phone. Calling Audrey. It's ringing. Pick up. Pick up. Pick up. Voicemail. No. No, not voicemail. Quote, Audrey, it's me. Listen. Listen carefully. Go to the basement. Right now. Don't ask questions. Just go to the basement. Farthest corner. Cover yourself. I love you. I love you so much. End quote. I'm hanging up. She won't get that message in time. If Russia launches. Real launches. Denver's on the target list. Always has been. Strategic location. Western U.S. Space Force installations. NORAD proximity. 70 miles away. She's 70 miles away. And Russian ICBMs are. Might be. Could be already in flight. Colonel Pemberton is shouting into the command phone. Quote, NMCC, get Moscow on the hotline. Tell them it's a false alarm. Tell them we did not launch. Their satellites are compromised. Same attack. Same method. Do not launch. Repeat. Do not launch. End quote. But it's been. How long? Since their satellites showed launches? 2 minutes? 3? How long does Russia take to verify? To authenticate? To launch? Their dead hand system. Perimeter. Automated retaliation. If they think we launched. If their leadership is gone. System launches automatically. No human decision. Just. Computers launching everything. The screens. My workstation. Text window. Opening automatically. Quote, Major Holloway. Watching this in real time? Russia's about to launch. For real this time. You stopped me once. But you can't stop them. They think you attacked. They're retaliating. You have, let me see, probably 15 to 20 minutes before Russian missiles hit U.S. soil. Denver's on the list. Obviously. Audrey's going to die. Because of me. Because I made Russia think you launched. Perfect, isn't it? I didn't need real missiles. Just made 2 nuclear powers destroy each other. Goodbye, Major. Enjoy the show. End quote. The window closes. Gone. Pemberton is screaming into the phone. Quote, I don't care about protocols. Get the president on the line with Putin. Direct line. Now. We did not launch. This is a cyber attack. Tell them. Tell them. End quote. Brennan Station. Alert tone. His screen. Quote, Colonel. Spurs detecting thermal events. Russian ICBM fields. Multiple launches. Confirmed launches. This is real. They're launching. End quote. Real launches. Not fake. Not spoofed. Real Russian ICBMs. Coming at us. Because someone made them think we attacked first. Time to impact. The computer's calculating. My screen. 18 minutes. 18 minutes to Denver. 18 minutes to Washington. To New York. To Los Angeles. To everywhere. I'm calling Audrey again. Ringing. Ringing. Pick up. Please God, pick up. Quote, Vance? Honey, what's wrong? You just called. I'm in the basement. What's happening? You're scaring me. End quote. Her voice. Alive. In the basement. She listened. She went down. Quote, Audrey. Listen. Stay there. Stay in the basement. Don't come up. No matter what. Don't come up. I love you. I've always loved you. Every day. Every moment. You're everything. End quote. Quote, Vance, you're terrifying me. What's happening? End quote. I can't tell her. Can't say nuclear missiles inbound. Can't say 18 minutes. Can't say goodbye properly. Quote, just stay down there. Please. Trust me. I love you. End quote. Quote, I love you too. Vance. Vance what's? End quote. The call drops. Network failure. Overload. Everyone calling everyone. System collapse. She's gone. The line's dead. 70 miles away. 18 minutes. 17 now. Colonel Pemberton. Quote, Moscow acknowledges. Hotline communication established. They're reporting their satellites showed American launches. We're telling them false alarm. Cyber attack. They're saying their missiles are already in flight. Already launched. They can't recall them. End quote. Can't recall. Once launched. ICBMs can't be recalled. No abort mechanism. No self-destruct. They fly until they detonate. That's by design. Prevents enemy from forcing abort. Ensures retaliation even if command structure destroyed. Russia launched. We're going to launch. Have to launch. They attacked. Real attack. Real missiles inbound. Retaliation is automatic now. Protocol requires it. Quote, Sir, are we launching? End quote. Pemberton. Quote, President has been briefed. He's considering options. But there are no options. Russian missiles inbound. We have to respond. That's the protocol. That's the law. That's mad. They launch, we launch. Everyone dies. End quote. His voice. Breaking. Professional mask gone. He's just a man. Watching the world end. Knowing there's nothing he can do. I'm thinking about Audrey. In our basement. Probably crying. Confused. Scared. Not understanding why I told her to stay down there. She'll be down there when the flash comes. Thermal pulse through the windows. If she stays down. If she's in the corner. Concrete walls. Maybe she survives the initial blast. But then, fallout. Radiation. Fires. Infrastructure collapse. No power. No water. No food. Denver is gone. She'll be trapped in radioactive rubble. Dying slowly. Radiation sickness. Days. Weeks. That's worse. Worse than instant death. Maybe I should have told her to go upstairs. Go outside. Look at the flash. Instant. Painless. Better than radiation sickness. No, I can't think like that. Maybe Russia will stand down. Maybe they'll abort. Maybe. Brennan. Quote, Colonel. Spurs tracking 53 inbound contacts. Russian ICBMs. Multiple warheads. MIRVs. Estimate 200 plus warheads targeting U.S. This is full retaliation. Full strategic response. End quote. 200 warheads. Every major city. Every military installation. Every strategic asset. Everything. The command phone. Pemberton answers. Listens. Says. Quote, Yes, sir. Authentication received. Confirm launch authorization. End quote. He hangs up. Looks at the room. Quote, The President has authorized full strategic response. Strachan is executing now. We are launching. All ICBMs. All SLBMs. All strategic bombers. Full retaliation. End quote. We're launching. Everything. 5,000 warheads. Russian detection will see them. They'll launch more. Full arsenal. China will see both of us launching. They'll launch. Everyone launches. Nuclear winter. Global extinction event. The world is ending. Right now. In this moment. Because someone hacked some satellites. Because someone wanted this. One person. One attack. And now. Billions dead. I'm sitting here. 2,000 feet under granite. I'll survive. For a while. This facility has supplies for months. Air filtration. Water. Food. I'll be alive. In here. While everyone outside dies. Audrey. She won't make it. Denver's gone. 70 miles. She's gone. I can't. I can't breathe. Can't think. This is actually happening. The thing we trained for. The scenario we practiced. It's real. 15 minutes to impact. 14 now. My workstation. Text window. Again. Quote, Major Holloway. Last words. You're wondering why. Why I did this. Simple. Humanity failed. Climate collapse. Economic inequality. Endless wars. Corruption. Greed. We had our chance. We squandered it. Time for reset. Nuclear fire cleanses. Those who survive will build better world. I'll be one of them. Deep bunker. Supplies for 10 years. I'll emerge when radiation clears. Inherit the earth. You'll be dead. Audrey will be dead. Everyone you know. Dead. But the species continues. Smarter. Harder. Better. This is evolution. This is necessary. Thank you for your service, Major. Your early warning system worked perfectly. As a weapon. Goodbye. End quote. The window closes. That's why. Someone who thinks they'll survive. Someone who thinks nuclear war is cleansing. Evolution. Natural selection. They're insane. Nuclear winter. Global temperature drop. Agriculture collapse. Even in deep bunker. 10 years. 20 years. Nothing grows. No food. No animals. No ecosystem. They'll die too. Just slower. But they did it anyway. They triggered Armageddon. Because they believed. One person. That's all it took. One person with access. With knowledge. With capability. They ended civilization. I'm recording this because someone needs to know. If anyone survives. If anyone finds this recording. This is what happened. Not Russian aggression. Not American imperialism. Not political ideology. Just one person. One terrorist. Who thought they could survive nuclear war. Who wanted to reset humanity. They succeeded. In the triggering part. Survival. We'll see. I doubt it. 13 minutes. Audrey has 13 minutes. I'm trying to call again. Network's dead. Completely down. No signal. No connection. I can't reach her. Can't say goodbye. Can't tell her I'm sorry. Sorry I wasn't there. Sorry I was here. Safe. While she, Colonel Pemberton is sitting at his desk. Not moving. Just sitting. He's not giving orders. Not coordinating. Just waiting. For the end. Everyone in this room. 47 people. We're all waiting. Some are crying. Some are praying. Some are just staring at screens showing Russian missiles inbound. I'm thinking about everything. My life. Audrey. We met 12 years ago. Coffee shop in Denver. She spilled her latte on my uniform. Apologized. Bought me another coffee. We talked for 3 hours. I was stationed at Peterson Air Force Base then. She was finishing her master's degree. Psychology. She wanted to help people. We got married 2 years later. Small ceremony. Her parents. My parents. Close friends. Justice of the peace. Simple. Beautiful. She wore yellow dress. Not white. She said white was boring. She was right. We talked about kids. Wanted 3. Boy. Girl. Another boy. Names picked out. Thomas. Clara. James. Never happened. My job. Her career. Always waiting for right time. Right time never came. Now it won't. Time's up. 10 minutes. I wish I'd been home more. Wish I'd taken that vacation she wanted. Greece. She always wanted to go to Greece. See the islands. The history. I said next year. Always next year. Too busy. Too important. Work comes first. Except it didn't matter. All that work. All that dedication. All those hours in this mountain. Watching sensors. Running drills. Training for nuclear war. And when it came. When someone actually triggered it. I couldn't stop it. I identified the false alarm. I prevented our launch. And it didn't matter. Because someone made Russia launch. And Russia made us launch. And now everyone dies anyway. 8 minutes. The displays. Spurs tracking. Russian missiles. Trajectory overlays. Impact predictions. Denver. Direct hit. Estimated yield 600 kiloton. Ground burst. Maximum destruction. Maximum fallout. Audrey's in the basement. Wood frame house. Concrete foundation walls. Maybe 3 feet thick. Protection factor. Maybe 8. Maybe 10. Depends on construction. Depends on angle of blast. 600 kiloton ground burst. Fireball diameter 2 miles. She's in Lakewood. Western suburb. Maybe 8 miles from downtown. Denver's downtown is probably the aim point. 8 miles. Thermal radiation. 3rd degree burns. Through windows. But she's in the basement. Below ground level. Concrete walls. She might survive the thermal pulse. Blast wave. Overpressure. 8 miles from 600 kiloton ground burst. Moderate damage radius. Structure collapse. Residential buildings. Wood frame. They collapse. Our house collapses. But the basement. Sometimes basements survive. Concrete walls. Below ground. Protected. She might live. Through the blast. She might. But then. Fallout. Ground burst. Vaporizes soil. Irradiates dirt. Debris. Thousands of tons of radioactive particles. Carried by wind. Settling over everything. Denver's downwind from mountains. East of the Rockies. Prevailing westerlies. Fallout corridor. Stretches for hundreds of miles. Everything east of Denver. Contaminated. Radiation levels. Lethal. Thousands of Roentgen per hour. 4 days. Weeks. Decay eventually. But not fast enough. Not survivable. Even if Audrey survives the blast. Even if the basement protects her. The fallout kills her. Slow death. Radiation sickness. Nausea. Vomiting. Bleeding. Hair loss. Immune system collapse. Infection. Death. Days. Maybe weeks. Suffering the whole time. I'm glad I can't call her. Glad the network's down. Because if I could talk to her, I'd have to tell her. Tell her what's coming. Tell her to make it quick. Before the fallout. Before the radiation. I can't do that. Can't tell my wife to end it. To spare herself the suffering. But that's mercy. Real mercy. Quick death versus slow death. If I could call, I'd tell her. Go outside. When the flash comes. Look at it. Retinal burns. Blindness. Then thermal pulse. Instant. Painless. Better than radiation sickness. Better than dying slowly. Trapped in radioactive rubble. Waiting for cells to stop functioning. For organs to fail. But I can't call. Network's down. She's there. Alone. In the basement. Waiting. Not knowing. Maybe that's better. Maybe not knowing is mercy. She'll see the flash through basement windows. Feel the blast wave. House collapses. Maybe she's killed instantly. Structural collapse. Quick. Clean. Maybe. 6 minutes. I'm watching the countdown. On screen. Digital numbers. Ticking down. Every second is 1 second closer to the end. To Audrey dying. To Denver dying. To everything dying. This is what we built. Humans. We built missiles. Thousands of them. Pointed them at each other. Created systems. Early warning. Automated response. Dead hand. Made sure if anyone launches. Everyone launches. Mutual assured destruction. It was supposed to prevent war. Make war unthinkable. Too costly. Too destructive. Nobody would launch because everyone loses. Except someone didn't care about losing. Someone wanted the destruction. Wanted the reset. Wanted humanity to end. And our systems. Our careful balance of terror. They made it easy. Made one person into extinction event. One hacker. One terrorist. One lunatic with access. That's our legacy. That's what we leave behind. Radioactive wasteland. Dead cities. Dead billions. Because we built the weapons. Built the systems. And assumed nobody would ever be crazy enough to use them. For minutes, Colonel Pemberton is standing. Walking to the center of the room. Quote, everyone. Listen. I want to say. You've all served with honor. With dedication. This facility. This mission. You've been the best. The world is about to change. Forever. Changed. We did our jobs. We detected the threat. We responded. That's all we could do. What happens next? That's beyond us now. I'm proud of you. All of you. End quote. He's crying. I can see it. Tears. Colonel Pemberton, 28 years in the Air Force. Hardest officer I know. Crying. Because we all know. This is the end. People are hugging. Saying goodbyes. Making peace. Some are still at their stations. Watching screens. Professional to the end. Documenting. Recording. That's what we do. I'm recording this. For whoever, if anyone, finds this, knows what happened. Major Vance Holloway. NORAD Command. Cheyenne Mountain. This is the last entry. The truth. We didn't start this war. Russia didn't start it. One person started it. One terrorist. Cyber attack. Spoofed satellites. Made us think we were under attack. Made Russia think we attacked them. Triggered mutual retaliation. Nuclear holocaust. Because one person wanted it. That's the truth. That's what actually happened. Not politics. Not ideology. Just terrorism. Digital terrorism. Weaponizing our own defense systems against us. The person who did this. They think they'll survive. Deep bunker. 10-year supplies. They think they'll rebuild. Start over. Better world. They're wrong. Nuclear winter. Global crop failure. Temperature drop. 15. 20 degrees Celsius. For years. Decade. No agriculture. No food chain. No ecosystem recovery. Everyone dies. Bunker or not. Just matter of time. But they triggered it anyway. Because they believed. That's all it takes. Belief. Capability. Access. 2 minutes. Audrey. I love you. I've loved you every day since that coffee shop. Since you spilled latte on my uniform. Since you laughed and apologized and bought me another cup. I've loved you through every moment. Every day. Every year. I'm sorry I wasn't there. Sorry I was here. Safe in this mountain. While you're. I wanted to give you everything. The life you deserved. The family you wanted. Greece. The islands. The future. I failed. I'm sorry. I love you. I'll always love you. If there's anything after, I'll find you. I promise. 1 minute. The screens. Impacts beginning. East Coast. First targets. Washington, D.C. New York. Baltimore. Philadelphia. Flash signatures. Detonations. Cities dying in real time. Million. Just. Gone. 30 seconds. Denver. Audrey. I'm closing my eyes. I can't watch. Can't see the moment. Can't see the flash that kills her. 15 seconds. I love you, Audrey. I love you, I love you, I love you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Denver. Impact. The seismograph. In the facility. It registers. Earthquake. 6.4 magnitude. From Denver. 70 miles away. The ground burst. Shock wave. Traveling through bedrock. Through granite. We feel it. Inside the mountain. Audrey. I'm opening my eyes. The screens. Spurs feed. Thermal signature over Denver. Fireball. Mushroom cloud rising. 600 kiloton. Exactly as projected. Ground zero downtown Denver. Civic Center area. Fireball expanding. 1.8 miles diameter. Lakewood. 8 miles west. Outside primary fireball. But. Thermal radiation. Blast wave. Fires. The blast wave. Speed of sound. 8 miles. The math. 37 seconds. She has 37 seconds between flash and blast wave. If she survived the thermal pulse. 37 seconds to understand. To know. To be afraid. Then overpressure wave hits. Our house. Wood frame. Rated for maybe 3 psi. Denver ground burst at 8 miles. Overpressure approximately 7 psi. Structure fails. Collapses. The basement. Maybe. Sometimes basements survive when structure collapses. Concrete walls. Foundation. Buried. Maybe protected. Or maybe crushed. Tons of debris. Roof. Walls. Second floor. Collapsing down. Into basement. Onto whoever's down there. Onto Audrey. I don't know which. Don't know if she survived thermal pulse. Don't know if basement protected her. Don't know if debris crushed her. Don't know if she's alive. Don't know if she's dead. The not knowing. That's worse. Not knowing. I'm in here. Safe. climate controlled, watching sensors, watching Denver die. And I don't know if my wife is alive. Brennan Station. Quote, Colonel. Impact reports. Washington, D.C. direct hit. New York, Boston, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Richmond, Atlanta, Miami, every East Coast city. They're gone. West Coast impacts in 60 seconds. Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, San Diego. End quote. 60 seconds. The whole country. Dying. Real time. City by city. 38 major metropolitan areas. Targeted. Strategic locations. Military. Industrial. Population centers. 300 million people. Most of them about to die. Next 5 minutes. Next 10 minutes. Some survive the blasts. Suburbs. Rural areas. But fallout. Radiation. Infrastructure collapse. No power. No water. No food. No medical care. They die later. Days. Weeks. Months. Colonel Pemberton. Quote, American missiles impacting Russian territory. Spurs detecting. Moscow. St. Petersburg. Volgograd. Novosibirsk. Ekaterinburg. Omsk. Kazan. Chelyabinsk. Every major Russian city. We're destroying them. They're destroying us. Simultaneous extinction. End quote. China's launching. Brennan reports it. Quote, Chinese ICBM launches detected. Multiple birds. They're joining. Full strategic release. Targeting Russia. Targeting US. Everyone's launching now. Pakistan. India. Confirming launches. Regional exchange going global. North Korea. Reporting launches. Britain. France. Confirming strategic release. End quote. Global thermonuclear war. Every nuclear power. Launching everything. 15,000 warheads. Total global arsenal. All of them. In flight. Targeting cities. Bases. Strategic assets. Everything. Human extinction event. Real extinction. Not partial collapse. Not survivable war. Extinction. Nuclear winter. Global temperature drop. Agriculture impossible. Ecosystem collapse. Food chain obliteration. Maybe some humans survive. Deep bunkers. Submarines. Remote islands. But for how long? Years? 5 years? 10? When the food runs out. When the radiation doesn't fade. When the temperature stays frozen. They die too. This is the end. Of human civilization. Of the human species. Maybe. Probably. All because one person. One terrorist. One hacker. Wanted it. I'm thinking about that. The person who did this. They're out there. Somewhere. In their bunker. Watching. Monitoring. They sent me those messages. Told me they'd survive. They're alive right now. Comfortable. Safe. Supplied. Thinking they won. They didn't win. They died too. They just don't know it yet. Give them 5 years. 10 years. Their supplies run out. They emerge. Dead world. Dead ecosystem. Nothing grows. Nothing lives. Frozen wasteland. Radioactive. Toxic. They starve. Alone. In the world they created. That's justice. Cold comfort. But justice. My workstation. Text window. Opening. One more time. I didn't think network still worked. But, there it is. Quote, Major Holloway. Watching the end. Beautiful, isn't it? Cleansing fire. Humanity's reset button. You're probably thinking I'll die too. You're wrong. I'm deeper than you think. Better supplied than you know. I'll survive. The question is, will you? Cheyenne Mountain. Rated for 20 megaton direct hit. But, what about 50 years of isolation? What about when your supplies run out? What about when you have to emerge? Into my world? Dead world? Think about that, Major. You survived the war. But can you survive the peace? See you in 10 years. If you last that long. End quote. The window closes. 10 years. They think. They really think they'll survive 10 years. Emerge into. What? They think world recovers in 10 years? Nuclear winter. Scientific models. Temperature drop. 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. For minimum 10 years. Possibly 20. Possibly 30. No sunlight. Smoke. Ash. Stratosphere choked. Agriculture impossible. No crops. No livestock. No wild game. Nothing. Ocean acidification. Global crop failure. Ecosystem collapse. Oxygen cycle disruption. Phytoplankton die-off. Forests burn. No photosynthesis. Carbon cycle breaks. Atmospheric composition changes. Even if humans survive the initial war. The blasts. The radiation. The immediate effects. The long term. The years after. That kills everyone. Slowly. Starvation. Cold. Disease. Societal collapse. This facility. Cheyenne Mountain. We have supplies. Food. Water. Fuel. For 6 months. Maybe a year if we ration. Air filtration can run. Indefinitely. As long as we have power. We have geothermal. Backup generators. Fuel reserves. Maybe 5 years. 10 years if we're careful. Then what? We emerge. Into dead world. Dead ecosystem. No food sources. No water sources except contaminated. No shelter except ruins. Radiation everywhere. Temperature below freezing. Year-round. We die. Just slower than everyone else. Colonel Pemberton. Standing in center of room. Quote, impact reports complete. Every major U.S. city confirmed hit. Casualty estimate. 220 million dead. Immediate. Another 60 million dying from radiation exposure. Infrastructure destroyed. Power grid down. Water systems offline. Medical care non-existent. Survivors. Approximately 20 million. In rural areas. Suburbs. Remote locations. They have. Days. Weeks. Most of them. Before radiation. Starvation. Exposure. Gets them. End quote. 20 million survivors. Out of 320 million. 6%. And most of them dying soon. Eventual U.S. survival estimate. Pentagon computer model says 5 million. Maybe. Probably less. Russian casualties. Similar. Chinese. Indian. European. Middle Eastern. African. South American. Every continent. Every population center. Targeted or affected. Global casualty estimate. The computer's projecting. 4 billion dead. Immediate. Another 2 billion dying within 30 days. Starvation. Radiation. Disease. Infrastructure collapse. Medical care. Gone. 1 billion survivors. Maybe. Out of 8 billion. And that's optimistic. That assumes some agriculture survives. Some infrastructure remains functional. Some organized response. Reality. Probably worse. Nuclear winter. Long-term starvation. Eventual survivors. Maybe 100 million. Globally. Maybe. Human population. 8 billion to 100 million. In 5 years. 98% extinction. That's what one person did. One hacker. One terrorist. 98% of humanity. Dead. Because they wanted reset. Because they thought they'd survive. Because they believed. I'm recording this. For. I don't know. For whoever. If anyone. This is Major Vance Holloway. NORAD Command. Final status report. Global thermonuclear war. Confirmed. Total strategic release. All nuclear powers. 15,000 warheads detonated. Major cities worldwide. Destroyed. Casualty estimates. 6 billion dead within 30 days. Nuclear winter commencing. Global temperature drop projected. Long-term survival. Uncertain. Cause. Cyber attack. Domestic terrorism. Unknown subject spoofed early warning satellites. Triggered false alarm. Made Russia launch. Made US launch. Made everyone launch. Deliberate. Premeditated. Successful. Subject claims deep bunker survival. Claims emergence in 10 years. Claims to rebuild. Assessment. Unlikely. Nuclear winter duration. Minimum 10 years. Probably longer. No food sources. No ecosystem. No viable biosphere. Subject will die. Everyone will die. Eventually. NORAD Command. Cheyenne Mountain Complex. Survived initial strikes. Current personnel. 47. Supplies. 6 months. Power. 5 years estimated. Long-term survival. Doubtful. This facility becomes tomb. Eventually, we'll die here, in this mountain, when supplies run out, when we can't emerge, when there's nothing to emerge into. My wife, Audrey, Denver, Lakewood residence, status unknown, presumed casualty, thermal radiation, blast overpressure, or fallout, or, I don't know. Don't know if she survived initial blast. Don't know if basement protected her. Don't know if debris crushed her. Don't know if she's suffering. Don't know if she's dead. The not knowing. That's what I can't. I'm sitting here, safe, alive, and I don't know if my wife is alive, if she's hurt, if she's dying, if she's already dead. I should have been there, should have been home, with her, died together. Instead, I'm here, alive, for now, for however long this facility sustains us. And she's out there, somewhere, maybe dead, maybe dying, maybe trapped, maybe suffering, and I can't help her, can't reach her, can't even know. That's the cost. That's what survival means. Living with not knowing, living with guilt, living with the knowledge that everyone else died, while I stayed safe, stayed alive, stayed in this mountain. Colonel Pemberton is organizing. Quote, everyone. Damage control protocols. Seal external vents. Maximum filtration. Radiation monitoring continuous. Decontamination procedures mandatory. We're on lockdown. Indefinite. Nobody goes outside. Not for weeks. Not for months. Maybe not ever. This is our world now. This facility. This mountain. Get used to it. End quote. Our world. 2,000 feet underground. Artificial light. Recycled air. Stored food. This is humanity now. 47 of us. In this tomb. Waiting. For supplies to run out. For power to fail. For hope to die. The screens. Spurs feed. The whole planet. Burning. Mushroom clouds. Hundreds of them. Every continent. Every region. Thermal signatures. Impact craters. Fire spreading. Smoke. Ash. Rising into atmosphere. Blocking sun. Nuclear winter. Starting now. Temperature models. Global average dropping. Already dropping. Fires consuming oxygen. Releasing carbon. Smoke particles. Stratosphere filling. Sunlight reflection. Cooling. Rapid cooling. Within 30 days. Global temperature drop. 10 degrees Celsius. Within 90 days. 15 degrees. Within 1 year. 20 degrees. Sustained. For years. Decade. Maybe longer. Agriculture zones. Eliminated. Growing seasons. Eliminated. Livestock. Starving. Wild game. Starving. Fish populations. Disrupted. Ocean acidification. Food chain collapse. Bottom to top. Everything dies. Eventually. This is extinction event. Real extinction. Not meteor strike. Not ice age. Not natural. Man-made. Deliberate. We did this. Humans did this. We built the weapons. We built the systems. We gave one person the ability to end the world. And they did. I'm looking at Denver feed. Spurs thermal signature. Still burning. Firestorm. Everything flammable. Burning. Entire metro area. 2,000 square miles. On fire. The smoke. Rising. Joining global smoke cloud. Contributing to winter. Somewhere in that. Audrey. Maybe dead. Maybe dying. Maybe already gone. I'll never know. Communication networks. Destroyed. Transportation. Destroyed. I'm 70 miles away. Might as well be 7,000. Can't leave this facility. Can't search. Can't find her. Can't help. She's gone. That's the reality. Even if she survived blast. Radiation gets her. Fallout. Thermal injuries. Structural trauma. No medical care. No rescue. No help coming. She's gone. I have to accept that. She's gone. Denver's gone. Everyone's gone. Everyone except the 47 of us. In this mountain. And whoever else. Other bunkers. Other facilities. Stratcom. Other NORAD sites. Submarines at sea. Remote installations. Maybe. 10,000 survivors. Globally. With real shelter. Real supplies. Real chance. 10,000. Out of 8 billion. Humanity. reduced to 10,000. In bunkers, waiting to die slower. This is the legacy. This is what we leave. Radioactive wasteland. Dead civilization. Dead species. Because one person wanted it. Because we made it possible. Day 87. Post-war. That's what we're calling it now. Post-war. Like there's anything post about it. Like war ended and peace began. War ended. Everything ended. Major Vance Holloway. NORAD Command. Cheyenne Mountain. Still here. Still alive. Still recording. Don't know why. Habit. Protocol. Something to do. 47 personnel started. Day 1. Now. 31. 16 dead. Suicides mostly. 3 from radiation exposure. Ventilation breach. Day 42. Sealed it. Too late for 3 of them. The rest. Couldn't handle it. The isolation. The waiting. The knowing. That there's nothing out there. Nothing left. Lieutenant Brennan. Day 59. Found him in the armory. Service pistol. Single shot. Left a note. Quote, I can't live in a tomb. Can't spend years dying slowly. This is faster. Tell my parents I'm sorry. End quote. His parents are dead. Washington, D.C. direct hit. Day 1. He knew that. Still wrote the note. Tell my parents. Like they'd ever read it. Colonel Pemberton. Day 73. Heart attack. Stress. Age. Working himself to death, coordinating survival. Keeping us alive. Keeping discipline. Keeping hope. His heart gave out. We buried him in the lower levels. Storage area. 27 bodies now. Down there. Wrapped in sheets. We don't have coffins. Don't have ceremony. Just put them in storage. Seal the door. Move on. I'm ranking officer now. Major Holloway. Commander of NORAD. Commander of 31 people. In a mountain. In a dead world. Some promotion. External sensors. Still functional. Radiation monitoring. Outside. At facility entrance. 2300 Roentgen per hour. Sustained. For 87 days. Not dropping. Not significantly. Background radiation. Contamination. Everywhere. Wind carries it. Fallout plume. Covering entire region. Colorado. Wyoming. Nebraska. Kansas. Everything downwind from Denver. From Colorado Springs. From every detonation. Radioactive. Uninhabitable. The math. At 2300 Roentgen per hour. LD 50 over 50 is 450 Roentgen. Outside. 5 hours of exposure. You're dead. Not maybe dead. Dead. Guaranteed. 90% mortality. Actually higher. No medical care. No treatment. 100% mortality. We can't leave. Can't evacuate. Can't emerge. Not for years. Maybe decades. Not until radiation drops below survivable levels. Below 100 Roentgen per hour. At current decay rate. That's 60 years. Minimum. Maybe longer. 60 years. In this facility. We have supplies for 6 months. Had supplies. Past tense. Food stores. Running low. Started rationing. Day 30. Cut rations in half. Day 60. Cut again. Current rations. 800 calories per day per person. Starvation diet. We're losing weight. Losing strength. Losing muscle mass. Bodies consuming themselves. 6 months supply. Already 87 days. That's 3 months gone. 3 months remaining. At current ration rate. Maybe 4 months. Then what? Then we starve. Slowly. Or we go outside. Quickly. Radiation death or starvation death. Both options. Death. Just different timelines. The geothermal power. Still working. Air filtration. Still working. Water recycling. Still working. Systems are fine. Power's fine. We can breathe. We can drink. We just can't eat. Not long term. Not sustainably. We're going to die here. All of us. 31 people. Commander of the dead. Leading corpses waiting to happen. I'm thinking about Audrey. Every day. Every night. Don't know if she's dead. Don't know if she survived. The basement. Our house. 8 miles from Denver Ground Zero. Maybe she lived. Maybe the basement protected her. Maybe she crawled out of the rubble. Then what? Radiation. 2,300 Roentgen per hour. Higher. Probably higher, closer to Denver. She survives the blast. Then radiation sickness. Days later. Nausea. Vomiting. Bleeding. Hair loss. Immune collapse. Infection. Death. Within 2 weeks. Maybe 3. Or maybe instant. Maybe debris crushed her. Maybe thermal pulse through basement windows. Maybe blast over pressure. Maybe quick. Hope so. Hope she didn't suffer. Hope she didn't die slowly. Radiation death. Starvation. Exposure. I'll never know. That's what I live with. Every day. Not knowing. Surviving while she probably didn't. Probably. Not certainly. That's worse. The uncertainty. The maybe. Maybe she lived. Maybe she's out there. Maybe she's suffering. Maybe she needs help. Maybe. But probably not. Probably dead. Day 1. Instant. That's what I tell myself. That's the mercy. Believing she died quick. Believing she didn't suffer. Believing the lie. Because truth is, I don't know. Can't know. Won't ever know. Day 47. I tried to leave. Tried to go to Denver. Find her. Find what's left. Colonel Pemberton stopped me. Quote, "You can't. Radiation's lethal. You'll die. You'll die for nothing. She's already gone. Accept it." End quote. He was right. Rationally. Logically. Tactically. She's gone. Going outside means death. My death. For nothing. For closure I won't survive long enough to process. But I wanted to. Wanted to die trying. Die looking for her. Die doing something. Instead of sitting here. Waiting. Surviving. For what? For 6 more months until we starve? For 60 years until radiation clears? For emergence into dead world? What's the point? Why survive? We saved nothing. Protected nothing. Command center for military that doesn't exist. For country that doesn't exist. For civilization that doesn't exist. We're guarding ashes. Watching over graves. Pretending we have purpose. I found something. Day 70. Classified files. Pentagon database. Still accessible. Backup servers. Underground. Hardened. Still running. I have access. Command authority. I can read everything now. No restrictions. No oversight. What's the point of classification when there's no government? No military? No chain of command? I read the files. About the cyber attack. About the investigation. About what Pentagon discovered. Before they died. Before Washington went dark. The intrusion. Defense contractor network. Company called Sentinel Advanced Systems. Military satellite contractor. Ground stations. Uplink access. The FBI traced it. Before they stopped existing. Traced it to specific terminal. Specific employee. Name. Dr. Marcus Thorne. Senior Systems Engineer. 47 years old. 23 years with the company. Full security clearance. Access to everything. DSP network. Spurs. Communications. Everything. Personnel file included. I read it. Whole thing. Dr. Thorne. Brilliant engineer. Mit Gott. PhD in aerospace engineering. Worked on satellite systems. Early warning. Missile defense. Expertise unmatched. But psychological evaluations. Red flags. Dating back 5 years. Paranoia. Doomsday ideology. Belief in coming collapse. Belief in necessity of reset. Mandatory counseling. Required. He attended. Said the right things. Passed evaluations. Continued working. Continued having access. Because he was brilliant. Because he was valuable. Because firing him meant losing expertise. They knew. Pentagon knew. FBI knew. He was risk. But they kept him. Kept him working. Kept him having access. Because expertise mattered more than risk assessment. The investigation. FBI found his bunker. Location classified. Somewhere in Nevada. Remote. Private land. Purchased 12 years ago. Construction started immediately. Deep excavation. Reinforced concrete. Blast doors. Air filtration. Water storage. Food storage. Enough for. The estimate says 15 years. Solo occupancy. 15 years. He planned this. For over a decade. Built his survival. built his future, while working on the systems, learning vulnerabilities, learning access points, learning how to break them. Day of attack, October 28th. Dr. Thorne called in sick, left his house, drove to his bunker, sealed himself in, then, remotely, from inside, activated his attack, spoofed DSP satellites, made us think Russia launched, killed verification satellites, sent me those messages, watched the world end, from safety, from his tomb. The file includes attempts to reach him. FBI tried, before Washington was destroyed, sent teams to Nevada, found the bunker, couldn't breach it, military grade, designed to survive nuclear attack, designed to resist forced entry. They tried, for hours. Then, missiles started impacting, teams evacuated, never breached. Dr. Marcus Thorne, in his bunker, probably still alive. Day 87, probably comfortable, probably well-fed, probably watching sensors, monitoring radiation, waiting for his emergence, his inheritance, his new world. I read his psychological evaluation. Quote, subject demonstrates persistent belief that human civilization is irreparably flawed, expresses conviction that nuclear war is inevitable and necessary for species survival, states only those prepared for collapse deserve to survive, shows no remorse for potential casualties, views mass death as evolutionary selection. Assessment, subject poses potential security risk if beliefs intensify. Recommendation, continued monitoring and counseling required. End quote. They monitored him. They counseled him. They kept giving him access. Because he was brilliant, valuable, necessary, and he ended the world. One person, one brilliant engineer, one true believer. That's all it took. The systems we built, automated responses, early warning networks, launch authorities, dead hand switches, all of it designed to prevent war, designed to deter aggression, designed to protect. He turned it into weapon, used our protection against us, made the deterrent into trigger, made defense into offense, made safety into extinction. The file ends with note, written by FBI Director. Day of attack, hours before Washington was destroyed. Quote, subject Thorne successfully triggered global thermonuclear war. Location confirmed, bunker in Nevada. Unable to breach, unable to apprehend, unable to stop. This is final report. If anyone reads this, Marcus Thorne killed humanity. Deliberately, premeditatedly, successfully. This is the truth. This is what happened. Remember. End quote. I'm remembering. I'm recording. I'm documenting. Dr. Marcus Thorne, Senior Systems Engineer, Sentinel Advanced Systems, murdered 8 billion people, triggered nuclear holocaust, from his bunker, where he waits, where he survives, where he plans his emergence. That's justice. That's accountability. One man's name, one man's crime, documented, recorded, preserved, for whoever, if anyone, finds this, he thinks he'll inherit the earth. He's wrong. I've been monitoring. External sensors, atmospheric, temperature, weather patterns, the nuclear winter, worse than projections. Temperature drop, 23 degrees Celsius. Sustained, global, everywhere, growing season, eliminated, permanently, at 23 degrees below baseline. Nothing grows, nothing survives. Agricultural zones, dead, frozen, permanent ice. Equator might be survivable. Might, but no crops. No food production. No ecosystem recovery. Ocean temperatures, dropping. Thermal monitoring. Gulf Stream, failed. Atlantic circulation, stopped. Ocean acidification, accelerating. Phytoplankton collapse. Oxygen production, declining. Atmospheric composition, changing. Carbon dioxide up. Oxygen down. The models, Pentagon supercomputer, still running, still calculating, still projecting. I have access. I run scenarios, input current data, calculate outcomes, best case, optimistic case, temperature recovery, 40 years, partial ecosystem recovery, 60 years, survivable conditions, 80 years, Worst case. Realistic case. Runaway cooling. Permanent. Snowball Earth. No recovery. Ever. Computer gives probability. 93%. Worst case. Permanent damage. Irreversible change. Human extinction. Complete. Within 1 generation. Dr. Thorne. In his bunker. 15 years supplies. He emerges. Year 15. Day 1. Into frozen wasteland. Radioactive. Dead. No food. No water. No life. He survives 15 years. Then starves. Or freezes. Or dies of radiation. Eventually. He killed everyone. Including himself. Just gave himself 15-year delay. That's all. 15 years alone in bunker. Then death. Slow death. Starvation death. Same as everyone else. Just later. I hope he knows. I hope he's monitoring. I hope he's reading atmospheric data. Temperature models. Ecosystem projections. I hope he understands. He didn't reset humanity. He ended it. Permanently. Including himself. That's cold comfort. Knowing he dies too. But it's something. Knowing the man who killed Audrey. Who killed everyone. Doesn't win. Doesn't survive. Doesn't inherit anything. Just dies. Alone. In his tomb. His bunker. His grave. We're dying too. All of us. 31 people. 4 months of food. Then starvation. Or radiation. Or cold. Or something. We won't last. Can't last. This facility. Tomb. Mausoleum. Monument to failed civilization. I'm thinking about options. What we do. 4 months from now. When food runs out. When we face the choice. Starve slowly. Or go outside. Die quickly. Some will choose outside. Radiation death. Quick. Hours. Days. Painful but fast. Better than months of starvation. Watching body consume itself. Watching everyone else starve. Dying slowly together. Some will choose starvation. Hope. False hope. Maybe supply convoy. Maybe rescue. Maybe. Something. They'll wait. They'll ration. They'll extend timeline. 6 months becomes 8. Becomes 10. Becomes skeletal corpses. Huddled in the dark. Dead but not yet buried. I don't know. Which I'll choose. Haven't decided. 4 months to decide. Or. Maybe I don't wait. Maybe I choose now. Colonel Pemberton had the right idea. Heart attack. Quick. Painless. Relatively. Better than alternatives. Lieutenant Brennan. Also right idea. Pistol. Instant. No suffering. No waiting. No prolonged death. Just. Decision. Action. End. Why wait? Why survive 4 more months? For what? For whom? Audrey's dead. Probably dead. Almost certainly dead. I'm alive. In a mountain. In a tomb. Commanding ghosts. Documenting extinction. What's the point? I'm asking. Genuinely asking. What is the point of surviving? What do we preserve? What do we protect? Humanity's gone. Civilization's gone. Future's gone. We're just remnants. Echoes. Last voices in empty room. This recording. Who's it for? Who listens? Who finds it? In 60 years when radiation clears. When bunker door opens. When remains are discovered. Who's left to care? Maybe nobody. Maybe everyone dies. Maybe no survivors. Anywhere. Maybe we're it. Last 31 humans. And when we die. 4 months. 6 months. 1 year. That's it. Species extinct. Earth recovers. Eventually. Thousands of years. Millions. Ecosystem rebuilds. Evolution continues. Without humans. Without civilization. Without memory. We're footnote. Brief paragraph. In planetary history. Humans existed. Humans built. Humans destroyed. Humans died. The end. That's it. That's the legacy. Dr. Marcus Thorne. He wanted reset. Wanted new world. Wanted inheritance. He gets extinction. Gets nothing. Gets dead planet. Dead species. Dead future. His bunker becomes his coffin. His supplies become his last meal. His emergence becomes his death. And nobody remembers. Nobody knows. Except this recording. Except these files. Except documentation. In dead facility. In dead mountain. In dead world. I'm ending this. Final entry. Major Vance Holloway. NORAD Command. Cheyenne Mountain Complex. Day 87 post-war. The truth. Documented. Preserved. Recorded. Dr. Marcus Thorne. Senior Systems Engineer. Sentinel Advanced Systems. Cyber Terrorist. Mass Murderer. Human Extinction Event. Deliberately triggered global thermonuclear war through spoofing early warning satellites. Killed 8 billion people. Killed human civilization. Killed planetary ecosystem. Killed future. From his bunker. Nevada. Unknown exact location. File says coordinates classified. Probably still alive. Day 87. Probably monitoring. Probably reading data. Probably understanding. He killed everyone, including himself. Eventually, my wife, Audrey, Denver. Status unknown. Presumed dead. I love her. I loved her. I'll die loving her. Die not knowing. Die with uncertainty. That's my punishment. That's what I carry. Survival without knowing. Life without her. Existence without purpose. 31 personnel remaining. NORAD Command. 4 months supplies. Then death. Starvation. Radiation. Decision pending. Outcome certain. Death. All of us. Eventually. Human species. Extinction event. Probability 93%. Permanent. Irreversible. Complete. This is the end. Of everything. Of everyone. Of humanity. Dr. Marcus Thorne. If you're listening. If you're monitoring. If you're reading this through whatever access you still have. Know this. You didn't win. You didn't inherit. You didn't reset. You killed. That's all. You're a killer. Mass murderer. Species murderer. Planet murderer. You'll die alone. In your bunker. In your grave. And nobody will remember your name except as the man who ended everything. The man who killed humanity. The man who destroyed the world. That's your legacy. Murderer. Nothing more. This is Major Vance Holloway. NORAD Command. Cheyenne Mountain Complex. Final entry. Final transmission. Final words. The world ended. October 28th, 2025. Nuclear holocaust. Global thermonuclear war. 8 billion dead. Human extinction. Triggered by cyber attack. Domestic terrorism. One man. Dr. Marcus Thorne. Remember, if anyone hears this, remember, this is the truth. This is what happened. This is how humanity died. Remember. End recording.